A storm is coming for Jamie and Claire. And whispers say the first trailer for Outlander Season 8 has already slipped into the world. Fans are buzzing, claiming they've seen scenes too powerful, too heartbreaking to be ignored. Could this be the final chapter we've all been waiting for? Or just the beginning of more heartbreak? Approximately equals 2,000 characters, Season 7 left us with emotions running high and questions left unanswered. The story of Jamie Fraser and Claire Randall Fraser has always been about love, fighting against time, history, and war. But the last season took that struggle to its peak. Claire was torn between worlds her love for. Jamie in the 18th century and the pull of danger that never seems to leave her side. We saw her face trials that tested her strength, yet her bond with Jamie only grew stronger. Their love has always been the heart of Outlander. But Season 7 made it clear, love alone may not be enough to shield them from what lies ahead. As the season came to a close, war loomed larger than ever. The Revolutionary War was not just a distant echo anymore. It had become a storm pressing closer, threatening to swallow everything. Jamie, who has always stood tall as a warrior, protector, and husband, faced the haunting fear of losing not just the land and people he fought for, but Claire herself. And Claire, brave, unyielding Claire, stood at his side, our eyes filled with both love and dread. Knowing the cost of every battle is always heavier than anyone can bear, the final episodes gave us heart-pounding drama, alliances shifting like sand, old enemies reappearing in the shadows, and the constant question of survival. The Frasers were caught between loyalty and destiny, between history and personal sacrifice. And in the last moments of Season 7, fans were left holding their breath. The scene faded out, but the tension did not. It was a cliffhanger that struck deep into the hearts of the audience, leaving everyone desperate for more answers. That is why whispers of a leaked trailer for Season 8 have spread like wildfire. Fans want to believe the sneak peek reveals where Jamie and Claire's journey is headed. Will their bond survive the fire of war, or will the final season tear them apart forever? If the rumors are true, the first look into Season 8 might already hold the answers we have been craving since the credits rolled on season. The so-called leaked trailer opens not with a battle, not with fire or blood, but with silence. A soft glow breaks across the screen, and we see Claire standing alone in the mist. Her eyes are searching, her breath trembling in the cold air, and for a moment it feels as if time itself has stopped. Then, just as the quiet stretches too long, we hear Jamie's voice echo faint, distant, almost like a memory. The sound of his words carries more weight than any image, and instantly the tone is set. This season will not simply be about war. It will be about survival of the soul. The next flashes move quickly, almost like shards of glass cutting through the calm. Jamie on horseback, his face hardened by years of loss and war. Claire running through a crowded street, her skirts torn. Fear chasing her like a shadow. A glimpse of Brianna, holding her child tightly, with Roger at her side. Looking toward the horizon, as though preparing for a journey no one wants to take. These shots don't tell us everything, but they whisper promises, danger, sacrifice, and choices that could break families apart forever. Then comes the moment that fans cannot stop talking about. A dimly lit room, lit only by candlelight, where Jamie and Claire sit across from each other. Their hands almost touch but do not meet, as if some invisible force keeps them apart. Claire's eyes are wet with unshed tears, and Jamie looks at her with the weight of a man who knows time is running out. No words are spoken in this scene, but none are needed. The silence is louder than any declaration of love. The final seconds of the alleged trailer are nothing short of haunting. A battlefield stretches out before us, smoke curling into the sky, the sound of drums thundering in the distance. Jamie raises his sword high, his eyes burning with both fury and fear. Then, in a heartbeat, the camera cuts back to Claire. She whispers something so faint, it's almost swallowed by the storm, and the screen fades to black. Only then does the title card appear. Outlander, Season 8. If this trailer is real, then what we're seeing is not just another season. It's the setup for an ending that will test every bond, every promise, and every heartbeat of this story. We've followed for years. Doesn't give us answers, but it promises a reckoning. The moment talk of the leaked trailer spread, fans began to build theories faster than wildfire in the Highlands. The Outlander community has always been more than just viewers. They are detectives, historians, and dreamers, piecing together clues from the smallest details. And if the whispers from this trailer are true, Season 8 is shaping up to be the most dissected, debated season of them all. One of the most chilling theories begins with that candlelit scene of Jamie and Claire. Some believe the reason their hands never touch is because fate itself is pulling them apart. In the books, destiny has always played a cruel game, and many fans fear this moment foreshadows a heartbreaking separation, one that could last forever. Is Jamie about to be pulled deeper into the war, while Claire is left behind in a future she cannot escape? The image of their almost touch has fans convinced that love alone may not be enough this time. Another theory focuses on the battlefield, a shot of Jamie raising his sword. Some argue that this is not just another skirmish, but the battle the one history remembers, the one Jamie may not survive. The speculation is that his story may come full circle here, with his final moments tied to the destiny that's been chasing him since the very first season. Some fans whisper that Claire's faint words in the trailer, barely audible, are not a plea, but a farewell. But it's not only about Jamie and Claire. A growing theory among viewers points to Brianna and Roger. That brief glimpse of Brianna clutching her child has sparked speculation that their storyline may become central in the final season. Could their family be the one destined to bridge the gap between centuries, ensuring the Fraser legacy survives even if Jamie and Claire cannot? Many believe Season 8 might end not with closure, but with a torch passed to the next generation. And then there are the boldest theories, the ones that dare to imagine a twist no one expects. What if history bends one final time? What if time travel itself takes center stage, pulling Claire into a moment that rewrites everything we thought we knew? Fans have debated whether Season 8 will follow the books closely, or if Starz will give us a shocking new ending that even longtime readers won't see coming. These theories may never all be true, but together, they paint a picture of what Season 8 could be. Not just an ending, but a storm of heartbreak, sacrifice, and choices that will echo long after the final episode. The whispers of a leaked trailer have sent waves across the Outlander fandom. But here's the truth. Starz has not released anything official yet, and maybe that silence is the loudest clue of all. When a studio goes quiet, it often means they are preparing something monumental. Would it be that the real Season 8 trailer is closer than anyone dares to admit? Fans are counting days, hours, even minutes, waiting for the official reveal. The end of Outlander is not just another season finale, it's the close of a saga that has lasted more than a decade. And when a story this powerful prepares to take its final bow, the anticipation becomes a character in itself. People aren't just waiting for a trailer, they're waiting for closure, for answers, for the heartbreak and triumph that only Jamie and Claire's story can deliver. Across forums, fan pages, and online groups, the excitement is almost unbearable. Some are convinced the trailer will drop during a major Starz event. Others predict it will arrive without warning, a sudden storm that leaves everyone stunned. The theories around the release date are just as wild as the theories about the plot. Will Starz honor tradition and keep the reveal tightly tied to their marketing cycle? Or will they surprise everyone by unleashing it when fans least expect it? But here is what makes the hype even greater. This is not just a trailer for a new season. This is the beginning of the endgame. Every second of footage, every whispered word, will be studied like prophecy. Fans will freeze-frame moments, decode dialogue, and analyze glances between characters, trying to uncover how the story will close. It will not be just a trailer, it will be the first chapter of the final farewell. So, whether the leak is real or simply rumor, one thing is certain. Outlander Season 8 has already captured the world's imagination before it has even begun. The real trailer, when it finally arrives, will not simply be watched. It will be experienced like a heartbeat shared by millions of fans across the globe. If the whispers are true, then this final season of Outlander is not just television, it is destiny unfolding before our eyes. The supposed leak is given us only fragments, fleeting shadows of what is to come, but even those fragments feel heavy with meaning. Every glance, every whispered word, every heartbeat in that rumored footage reminds us that the story of Jamie and Claire has always been more than romance, more than war. It has been about the unstoppable power of love against time itself. Season 8 will be the last chapter, and that alone makes every detail precious. Fans are preparing for tears, for heartbreak, and maybe even for an ending that will linger long after the final credits fade. Will history claim Jamie once and for all? Will Claire face the impossible choice of love versus survival? Or will the story defy expectations and give us an ending no one could have predicted? These are the questions echoing across the fandom. The trailer leaked or official holds the keys to those answers. But here's where you come in. Outlander has always thrived because of its passionate community, a family that spans across countries and generations. Now, as the story reaches its final chapter, your voice matters more than ever. What do you believe the trailer reveals? What ending do you hope for Jamie and Claire? Do you think the series will honor the books, or take a daring new path that shocks us all? Share your theories, your hopes, and your fears, because this conversation is the heartbeat of the fandom. And remember, this is only the beginning. Moment Stars drops the official trailer, the entire world will be watching. We will be here to break down every frame, every line, and every hidden clue. So if you don't want to miss a single update, stay close, subscribe, and prepare yourself, because the end of Outlander is coming, and it will be a storm none of us are ready to face. The screen may go dark, but the story refuses to end. That is the power of Outlander. Even without an official trailer, even with nothing more than whispers of a leak, the world feels heavier, as if history itself is holding its breath. Jamie and Claire are more than characters, they are symbols of a love that bends time. Love that survives battles, loss, and centuries. And now, as we approach their final chapter, the silence between seasons is almost unbearable. Every fan knows that endings carry a weight no beginning ever can. The first time we saw Claire step through the stones, we were filled with wonder. But now, standing at the edge of Season 8, the emotions are sharper. It is not just about where the story will take us, it is about saying goodbye. That is why a single whispered leak can shake the fandom like an earthquake. Because behind every rumor lies one simple truth. This ending belongs not only to Jamie and Claire, but to us, the audience who has carried them in our hearts for years. So let the theories swirl, let the speculation rise like thunder before the storm. Because when the real trailer arrives, it will not just confirm or deny rumors, it will mark the beginning of the end. And endings are never gentle. They break, they burn, and yet they leave us with something eternal. A memory, a legacy, a love story that refuses to be forgotten. Perhaps that is the secret of Outlander. It was never just about time travel, or history, or battles. It was about holding on to love, even when the world tried to tear it away. And maybe, as the final season dawns, that is the message waiting for us in the shadows of this rumored trailer, that love endures. Even when stories end, the storm is coming. The question is not whether we are ready for it, but whether we can survive it, and so we stand here at the edge of the unknown. Season 8 of Outlander waits like a storm on the horizon, and the whispers of a leaked trailer are the first drops of rain. Whether those images are real or only rumor, they have already done their work. They have ignited the fire of anticipation. They have reminded us that endings carry more power than beginnings, and that Jamie and Claire's journey has always been about more than survival. It has been about the kind of love that does not bow to time, to war, or even to death. The final chapter promises to test that love in ways we cannot yet imagine. We have seen them fight across centuries, torn apart by fate, reunited against all odds. But the last act of any great story is always the hardest. This is where history closes in, where choices cannot be undone, and where every moment feels like a farewell. And that is why the fandom waits not for answers, not even for victory, but for closure. for the bittersweet beauty of an ending, worthy of everything that came before. So now the question becomes yours. What do you believe lies ahead? Do you think the leak shows the truth of Jamie's destiny? You believe Claire will make one final journey through the stones? Or will this ending be something so unexpected, so daring, that no theory can capture it? Share your thoughts, your fears, and your hopes. Because this community is not just watching a show, is living a legacy. Stay ready, because when the official trailer finally arrives, it will not simply be the start of another season. It will be the beginning of the end. And when that storm breaks, we will face it together, frame by frame, moment by moment. Until then, keep your eyes open, your theories sharp, and your hearts braced for the final ride. Because this is Outlander. Legends never fade quietly.